complicate things. Let's do it, let's stick to the basics. We both know what we want, let's just keep it simple.
I am going to now just share with you really quickly the 7 pillars. And this is what you're going to learn in our program in October. Number 1, mindset. I used to say it's a big deal. No, guys, it's the biggest deal. Your mindset, whether it's a limited mindset that you're operating from or a thriving mindset that you're operating from, that gives you your quality of life. It gives you your dreams or it stops your dreams. It is the biggest deal. And the biggest deal is you've got to actually distinguish. You've got to actually know what conversation you're having with yourself that stops you from the things you want in your life. So we show you how to do that in my 10-week program. We show you how to distinguish what you're saying to yourself to stop yourself from having what you want in your life, okay? You guys are really playing some big games. If you really want to keep forwarding those things in your life, those commitments in your life, you've got to know what is stopping you from taking the actions you need to take. And guys, the other thing is you will be an action taker in your life. I promise you, in 10 weeks in this program, you will walk away being an action taker, because it's the only thing that moves something is taking action. It's the only thing that will move something is taking action. So you will become an action taker in your life, okay? So the second pillar is focus. What you focus on is what you get. If you're here and they're here and you're here, you have no focus. And what you focus on is what you will get in your life. And so it will be chaotic if you're focusing in so many different directions. But if you have a clear direction and a clear focus, you'll get what you want. Third one, declaration. Guys, it's one of the most powerful things you can do in your life is declare. Because here's the deal. If Jackie does not tell me what she is up to in her life, I may have the perfect resource sitting right here, and I can't help her unless she actually starts declaring what it is she's up to and doing. That's why I have you guys share in here. What are you up to? So we can all go, ooh, how can I support that? What resource do I have for that? Who do I need to introduce her to or him to? Declaration is one of the most powerful things, and it's what brought me to being global in this program. You want a global program, you start declaring it, even if your knees shake, okay? Next one is, guys, visualization. If you cannot visualize 5 months from now what your project or your business or your program looks like, good luck, because it is the blueprint to your future. It's what gives you your next actions. And so you've got to be able to see the bigger picture 2 years from now, 5 years from now. What's it look like? Visualization is powerful. Next one is accountability / imperfect action. Guys, accountability is you being your word to yourself and to others. You being your word to yourself and to others. When you say, I'm doing this, you go do it. And then you speak it and tell people, and then you go, hey, how did that go for you? How are you doing that? Did you take that on? So there's an accountability to your actions, not just that they're in your head going, oh, I might do that. Okay. And then / imperfect action. Guys, I found out it's one of the things that really changed my life, because I used to be somebody that it had to be perfect or I wouldn't do it. And things would come across my desk and I go, oh no, we're not putting that out there. And things didn't get done because I kept saying, no, it's not perfect enough. Guys, there is no such thing as perfection. What there is imperfect action. You take an action and you start perfecting it along the way, because until you take the action, you can't even see how to tweak it to get it better and better. So imperfect action changed my life. And that's why I added it into my course so it can change yours. Okay? Don't wait for perfect. It'll never happen. And then the next one is creativity. Guys, creativity is tapping into your greatness. Listen, one of the things I say in here every week and a lot of you here know it. What is the richest place on this planet? What is the richest place on this planet? I know a few of you know. Guys, the cemetery. Do you know why? Because a lot of our ideas died with them. A lot of great ideas died with them because they never took the actions to make them happen. Don't let your good ideas die with you. Make them happen and make them happen now. We only have now, guys. We aren't guaranteed tomorrow. We have now. Get out there and take the actions you need to take to make things happen. And then community. And guys, community is the glue that holds all of this together. You want community in your life. Jackie knows what community is all about. Edmund knows what community is all about. Sarah knows what community is all about. Guys, community is the glue. It is what holds all of these 6 pillars together and brings us to this community right here. This is community, and it's not like any other community you'll ever experience. And Jackie, I love your community, but I am telling you now, I have an amazing community here, and it's just gotten more amazing because Jackie's come on board. So, but I am telling you now, this community is like no other community. You guys get things done. You guys make things happen. You guys are difference makers. And I love every one of your hearts. Love every one of your hearts. So you are special. And Mike asked me about 4 or 5 months ago, Carol, how do you get so many golden hearts coming to this program? And I said, Mike, I ask God, send me golden hearts. Send me the people that aren't just concerned about themselves, but want to make a difference for others. And that's what I get in this program. And everyone's like, wow, all these people that have organizations and doing all these big things. How is that happening? Yeah, I ask. If you don't ask, you don't get, guys. So ask. Anyway, that is our 7 pillars. And by the 10 weeks of you looking in your life at how these pillars work in your life or don't work in your life, like they're not in your life, and you get to look and see what your life looks like with them and without them, makes a difference. So please, if you want to be a part of this community and you want to move forward with what you are up to, taking your goals and dreams to a higher level with so many people rallying behind you, go and click on the link and register today.
There's no need to complicate things. Let's stick to the basics. We both know what we want. Let's just keep it simple.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Let's Thrive Together. Mindset, guys. It's the biggest deal. And this is my podcast. And I just want to introduce myself. I'm Carol Witt, and I'm the founder and the director for Y.E.A Global. We are global, guys. We're in 54 countries. 37 are in Africa. And if you want to take your business to a global level, join us. And I'll give you information on how to do that at the end. Anyway, I have Coach Trell that is going to be my guest tonight, and very, very excited. I've just met him just recently, but we are going to be doing some collaborating. And by the way, guys, collaboration is now my middle name. I'm collaborating with so many people. So if you have something that you think could really make a difference and you'd like to collaborate, reach out to me. All right. So Coach Trell, I want you to come and please tell us a little bit about you. And by the way, guys, in the description of this video, I will make sure that he has his contacts information and social media if you want to reach out to him. Okay. So Coach Trell, come and share a little bit about yourself.
Hey, Carol. Thanks for inviting me. Happy to be here this evening. Appreciate it. A little bit about me. I served the United States Air Force, 20 years military service, combat disabled veteran. Retired, and then I decided to continue giving and wanted to figure out how I can give back to the community. I learned about John Maxwell University, went and got certified through that university, and decided to start a coaching company. And I figured the best way to give back was to utilize the 20 years of military service, leadership that I
Mm,
had accrued over those years and working with different mentors, and figured I'd give back and try to give back to the community.
beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And okay, so, we're going to talk about mindset today. And I am sure you've had some interesting experiences around limited mindsets and thriving mindsets. And we're going to talk about it today. So we're going to do an exercise. This exercise, by the way, it's so powerful that I added it to my program. I didn't always have it in Y.E.A Global, but I added it, and it has really made a difference for people to see how limited mindsets are just automatic. So I asked you before we started what your favorite color was. You said blue. So here we go. So I'm going to say a word to you, Coach Trell, and you are going to tell me what you believe about that word in a negative or limited mindset, not a positive, but a negative or limited mindset. Okay. And the first word I'm going to say is light, light,
Light.
light,
And it, you want me to use
limited
something?
or negative mindset. Mm-hmm.
Um, it's I guess light is only considered to be a great thing. The opposite being darkness, being a bad thing.
Darkness. Okay, got it. A lot of people say that. It's very interesting. Okay. All right. The next one is your favorite color, blue. What is a limited or negative mindset about it?
Um, the limited or negative mindset about it.
Mhm.
I was just told this recently is that you may have a blue tint or blue colored eyes, that it may mean that you have a limited or not as strong as eyesight as other people.
Oh, so weakness in your
Yes,
eyesight. Okay,
yes,
got it. Wow, I've not heard that one before. Okay,
yes.
great. Okay, next one. Exercise. Negative or limited mindset.
Too much emphasis on exercise could put a negative mindset on yourself if you're using it as a metric of how
Oh,
you feel about yourself.
oh yeah. If you are judging yourself inside of exercise, yes.
Right, self-sabotage and
Oh,
leading to other
oh,
things.
totally got it. Yeah. Okay. Uh, the last one, and yours are my favorite, I believe, leadership.
Leadership.
Yeah. Negative or limited mindset.
If you can't be a great follower, it's pretty much impossible to be a great leader.
Ooh, ooh, that's a mouthful. I love that.
Yeah,
Beautiful. Okay. And so the reason I brought this to Y.E.A Global is because I wanted people to see it takes nothing. There's no effort on your part to have to you don't have to create a limited mindset. It's just always there. It's always there. And if you listen to it,
absolutely.
it will talk to you consistently. Okay. And it can be the most powerful words. And you can come up with a limited or negative side to it, just
The
like that.
loudest in the room sometimes.
Exactly. So, and I wanted people to see that a thriving mindset actually takes effort on your part. You have to actually create something that is more empowering and lights you up and kicks you back into action. It doesn't just drop in your lap. It isn't automatic. Okay.
Absolutely. I
Okay.
agree. You need that external motivation, not just the internal motivation.
You absolutely do. Okay. So I have a question for you. Do you believe that mindset is the biggest deal? And tell us why.
I believe it is the biggest deal because if in order to take care of anyone else, you have to first take care of yourself.
Mm,
Just like the simple instructions of riding on the airplane, the first thing they do is they ask you to put on your oxygen mask first before you help someone else. And I think that's something to take important. You have to keep that in mind is you can't help someone else. You can't invest yourself into someone else 110% and yourself less than 30%, 20%, 10%. I think you have to equally invest in yourself that way that you can take care of yourself and then you can go out there and be a strong individual for someone else.
beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, and that's big, big thing around mindset. Because a lot of times the first thing we do is we want to give to others and not ever give to ourselves.
Right,
And
right.
that's,
Absolutely.
that's all about self-love. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Um, okay, so I have one more question for you. So do you believe it impacts all areas of our life? And do you have an example?
I believe it affects all areas of your life and I do have an example, but I wanted to say something that I shared with my kids just the other day was
Mm,
I was watching a YouTube video and they were just going over the positive affirmations, how important it is to be positive. And someone had mentioned um, an old example, an old case study of using rice, saying something positive to the negative to positive rice, neutral rice, and then a negative rice over a certain amount of days, positive affirmations and negative affirmations, and seeing the growth and the discouragement of the rice. And that's something that we put inside of our bodies. And so if we can treat something that we put inside of our bodies like that and see the outcome of it, then how do we treat each other?
ooh,
The words that we say to each other, we project to each other,
yeah,
just not just being positive to the food, which is a living organism, it's being positive to each other and just
yes.
reciprocating that positive energy, the
Mm,
circle of life going just, completely around and all encompassing. And I think that's something that we should pay
mm,
attention to. And I don't
wow,
think we appreciate that, pay attention to something as simple as that.
right.
And we try to
What a
make things difficult, but it's
yeah,
simplified. It's
yeah,
really that
what
simple.
a great example. What a great example. Thank you for sharing it. I've not ever heard it before, so beautiful. Yeah. It impacts every area of our life, guys. Okay, so I have another exercise for you. And this exercise is going to make a big difference inside of creativity for you. Okay. So for this exercise, we're going to look at an area of life where you're going to look at and we're going to create something around it. It's called creativity. And creativity, guys, is really honestly where our greatness lies. It's where our greatness lies. I actually say in my classroom, where is the richest place on the planet? Guys, it's the cemetery because all those beautiful, wonderful ideas that died with people that didn't become anything because there was no action to it, they died with them. So don't let your ideas die with you. Put them out there, take actions, make them happen. All right. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to quiet your mind for a second because we've kind of been all over the place. Quiet your mind
Okay.
for a second. And then I want you to tell me, I want you to give us a good idea of what your life looks like when you do not have creativity in it, when you do not access it, you don't bring it to you, it's missing in your life. What does life look like for you with no creativity?
Wow, that's so funny. When I was younger, my sister used to watch the Care Bears all the time. And the Care Bears, they had a place of darkness, right? When they couldn't project their feelings, their emotions, and those type of things. So without the lack of creativity, I would say it feels like it's a dark cloud. Um, yeah, it's just
What else? What
stagnant.
else? What else shows up or doesn't show up? What's missing even?
Motivation. um,
Motivation. So dark,
validation.
no motivation. What else?
Right,
Anything else you can
right.
see for yourself?
You don't have the desire to do anything. You don't want
No
to create.
desire. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
right. Those
got it,
powerful words.
got it.
Yeah.
So
So
Coach
some of the
Trell,
things that I think about,
yeah,
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 and it's just, yeah, those are just dark times and dark places. And
I got
sometimes, like they say, is check on your strong friends because sometimes it takes a lot to pull out of that rut. It takes one or
it.
two people sometimes and a think tank or a creative mind or
Yeah,
whatever, just a good support system to pull you out of that. So yeah, those are the type of things that I think
absolutely.
about.
Absolutely. So the life you just described to us, that's not a thriving life, is it?
Definitely not thrive, not in
No,
the
it's
right
not
direction
thriving. We want you
anyway.
thriving, Terrell, because you're about making a difference out there, a big
Right.
difference out there. We want you thriving. So now I want you to tell me, because I do know you have creativity in your life. You're up to some things. Tell us now. Describe what your life looks like when you use creativity. It uses you. You ooze creativity. What does your life look like? Tell us
If
in
if
detail.
it feels like validation. It feels like
Validation.
understanding. It feels like one of the greatest things to do is one of the best things next to love is being heard.
Oof,
To be
oof,
heard.
yeah.
And I think that's one of the things that's an overstatement, and I don't think people understand is people are so busy these days. They move so fast. The social media that they're just on to the next one. And I don't think people know what it understands. It feels like just to be heard. Also be
Wonderful.
acknowledged.
Wonderful. What else shows up for you in your life around creativity? What else?
Happiness, freshness,
Yeah, yeah,
newness,
yeah. It
a
really
sense of
does, doesn't it?
discovery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
A lot of
Everything
people don't
looks,
like change, but change is great.
yeah, everything
Yeah.
looks bright and shiny. It's just so amazing,
Right.
so
Right. Right.
amazing. Yeah. Is that a thriving life?
I would say so.
Yeah, it's a
It's all about
thriving life.
perspective, but I would say it's definitely
I
a
saw
thrive.
your face light up. Yeah, yeah,
Right.
really. All right.
Yeah.
So we want you thriving. So I want you to see something for yourself. And this is why this exercise is so powerful. You saw, we all saw the limited side, the side where it's not available, it's not there, and it's not thriving. We saw that side of your life. We then got to see the side of your life where it's lit up and it's joyful and happiness and lots of love, right? And bright and shiny. You saw both sides. Now tell me, what's now available to you after seeing both sides and you knowing you can choose now? What's now available for you that you didn't see before?
I think what you just said was, that's why words are so powerful when they have so much meaning. You said available and you said to choose, and I think that means there's options. So,
Woo! Yeah, that
so I,
is what it means. Yeah,
right. So based on
absolutely.
that trajectory, I think,
Oh,
the sky's the limit, and
yeah,
why not shoot for the stars?
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
I think anything's possible as long as you put your mind to it, you stay positive, and
Mm,
you keep supporting yourself. Be the best version of you, and you
beautiful.
can do whatever you want to accomplish.
Yeah, I can tell you're a coach. It's sneaking in there. I got it. And I love it. No, I absolutely love it. So okay. So yes, you see the availability now of what is possible having creativity in your life. Now I want to ask you, it's a choice. You can keep the life where creativity is not present, not available, or you can choose the one that's thriving and is lighting your life up. Now, how powerful is it that you get to choose it? You get to choose it. Nobody else chooses it for you. You get to choose it.
I think what's most powerful is, although I have the option, it chooses me.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Yeah, creativity chooses me. I say it uses me.
You know what? I typically say the same thing. And I say if you can't be used, then that's an issue because everybody
Use
should bring
me.
something to the table.
Okay.
Everyone should be able to be used. I agree 100%.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Wow. Okay. So we have one more exercise. You ready to create
Okay.
some magic around creativity? We're going to create some magic together. Okay.
Okay.
So
Let's do
this
it.
one is in this exercise, we call it disrupting the limited mindset on the spot. Listen, if you can actually distinguish what you're saying that stops you in your goals and your dreams, you can actually then create something that lights you up and kicks you right back into action. And you have the power and the say, not that limited mindset that's been running in the background. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. So, how can we overcome a limiting mindset about creativity? We're going to distinguish what the limited one is, and we're going to disrupt it. So, I'm now going to ask you to get creative. Put on that
All right.
creative
Let's do it.
hat.
Let's
Oh,
do it.
yeah, here we go. So, let's create a disruptor that lights you up and kicks you right back into action. And by the way, it's going to be so magical that what I do a lot of Canva images. And I am going to create a Canva image that you can have on your phone that when you are in the limited mindset around creativity, you just pull that out and it's going to say, Coach Trell.
There you go.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's going to empower you and kick you
Accountability.
right back into action. We
Accountability.
need you to stay in action in the things that you're up to. Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
So here's what I want you to do. Quiet your mind once again. We've been all over.
Good.
Quiet your mind for a second. Now I want you to tell me when you go to be creative and that limited mindset starts talking to you, what is it actually saying to you? Mine says something like this: Carol, what are you thinking? You're not creative. You can't do this. This is way past your paycheck. You're so boring. That's what my mindset says to me. What does yours say to you when you go to be creative and all of a sudden it starts talking to you and telling you you can't do that? What does it say? You've got to distinguish what it's saying.
Yeah, it's a process, you know.
What's it say to you? What does it actually say? Coach Terrell, what's it telling you to
It
stop?
says, remember what they said when you were young.
Oh, and what was that?
You won't be able to do it.
You can't do it.
You can't do it.
You can't do it. You can't do it. I got it. And it's on loudspeaker. Okay.
Right.
You can't do it. Okay.
Yeah.
What else? Anything else that it says to you?
Yeah, it says nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody
Oh,
cares.
yeah. Oh, I've got that one
And then
too.
it says, what are you gonna do now?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Start questioning yourself, right?
Right,
Oh
right,
yeah.
absolutely,
The- now,
absolutely.
now, Coach Terrell, these are big conversations. If you do not disrupt them with something more powerful, and you listen to that for any more than 5 minutes, you go down a dark tunnel, and it's hard.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. If you don't address it, if you don't stop,
It is hard to climb out
stop
of
and
that
open up
tunnel.
shop, you,
Yeah,
you got to address it,
yeah,
and you check it,
yeah.
you check it at the door,
So,
and
so
you know
we're gonna create something that lights you up and kicks you right back into action.
exactly right. You
So
take that
now I
deep
want.
breath,
Mm-hmm.
and you just engage, and
Yep.
then you lock in, and
Yep.
I've been here before, I've done this before,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm not gonna walk through the door. I'm kicking it off the hinges when I come in. So yeah.
Okay. So I want to give you some power around creativity. And so what I want you to do is I want you to create something that is so much more powerful than that other conversation. You can't do it. Uh, nobody cares. That conversation that starts talking and it talks loud sometimes. What can you create? I say creativity is my superpower and it lights me up and kicks me right back into action. What could you say for you? What is it? What is creativity for you? First of all, what does it mean to you to have creativity
I
in the palm
I
of
would
your
say
hand?
in order to have creativity, I would say It's empowerment.
Okay,
It's
so it's empowerment, but
it's
what's an empowering statement you can say about it?
the choice is yours.
Oh yeah, that's it. That is
Right,
absolutely creativity. And so it's going to say, Coach Trell, creativity.
right.
The choice is yours.
Here's your canvas. What type of masterpiece would you like to paint?
Oh, I love it. I totally love it. I saw
Yeah,
your eyes light up. I saw your
yeah,
body, your energy when you said it.
right.
Oh yeah.
Siri, give me the paintbrush. It's on.
The paintbrush. I love that. Totally love that. Okay, so which one do you want me to create for you? I want to create the one that's going to be the most powerful for you. When you look at it on your phone, it's going to say, Coach Terrell, creativity, give me the paintbrush. Or creativity. It's what'd you say it was? What was the other one?
Which one was that? You
It
know what I would like? I would like if I was to be painting and I was creating, if I was like Thor to reach my hand out and the brush just comes to my hand and I just get that power and attack the canvas.
well, you're talking about magic right there.
Right, right. Well, you said we were creating. Let's do it.
Creativity is your magic, dear one. That's what you're talking about right there is
Yeah,
magic.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
magic. It really
yeah,
is. So
yeah.
creativity is your magic. That's what
Right.
it is. That is what it is for you. It's your magic. That's where you get to create and paint the picture and create what it's going to look like. And oh yeah, it's your magic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
feels great. I appreciate that. That's
Oh,
awesome.
that's beautiful. It's absolutely
Yeah,
beautiful. So, Coach Trell, I am going to create a Canva disruptor image for you that you can put on your phone and you can look at it every time you start to go toward creativity. You just look at that and it will give you your power. It's your magic. It's how you tap into your magic.
awesome. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
that's it. That's absolutely it. Now, okay. So I want you to really and truly get that came from you. That came from you.
Right,
But you had to work. That didn't just drop in your lap. You had to work. See,
right.
see, see, an empowering or a thriving mindset has to get created. It doesn't just drop out of the air. You don't just have it automatically in your hand. It has to actually get created. It takes effort on your part. And it can only come from you, Coach Terrell. You know why? Because you're the only one that knows what can be more powerful than the limiting conversation you have with yourself. So
Makes
it
sense.
has to come from you. Nobody else can create it for you. That's why but I saw it in your body. Like I saw it. It was like, yeah. Um, I love this is what I love about doing this exercise is I get to watch my students light up, be so excited, and it's their greatness that they create,
Right.
right in front of everyone. Okay. Yeah,
Great job. Great job.
absolutely. Okay, so um what so remember your mindset, it's your beliefs about it, it's your thoughts and your position, and oh, it's also your shoulds and should nots about those areas of life. Okay. Yeah, we have all of that. Okay. And keep
Right.
looking for the beliefs that limit your actions. Keep looking, use this tool to keep looking for the areas where you're not in action or in your life and yet you're committed to something. Okay. That will be the red flag. You're committed to something and you're taking no action in it. No, there's a limited mindset that's running the show. Okay. It's your red
Yeah.
flag. Now that you've discovered the beliefs that hold you back, you now can create inspiring and empowering beliefs that get you right back into action. And you get to choose what will move you forward. You. And that is so exciting about creativity because I'm going to be working with you and I want you as creative as you can be. Okay.
That's awesome.
So remember, guys, mindset is a choice, and the power is in you distinguishing that limited mindset for yourself. You can keep that limited one. It's always there. It's not going away. Or you can create a mindset that lights you up and kicks you right back into action and has you go after your goals and dreams. Okay. So let me ask you, Coach Trell, after this exercise, what are you seeing for yourself? And what are you taking away from this experience with me?
I'm seeing clarity, focus. I know which direction I need to go into. I know which trajectory I'm headed. And I got a chance to think about some of the limiting factors that I had, and we're
Mm,
able to, identify and uh, establish some expectation management. And I think we're on a good path to going forward. I think it's a great
beautiful.
start, great launching
Absolutely
point.
beautiful. So, I just want to share with you, this was an amazing experience with you. I got to see your brain on fire, and it's pretty exciting. And I love seeing the lights go on inside these exercises. I see them with all of my students. I see them. That's why I do this podcast. So people that aren't going to be in Y.E.A still get the benefit of what I've learned for myself. And I want to just thank you for being an amazing guest, for creating something really amazing. You're going to have a Canva disruptor that's going to be so cool. And I thank you for joining me. And I want to thank everyone for joining us for another episode of Let's Thrive Together. And guys, as you've seen tonight, mindset, it's the biggest deal. Know whether you're operating from a limited mindset that's stealing your goals and dreams, or that you're creating a thriving mindset that is giving you everything you want in your life. I do believe we all deserve to thrive. Bye, everyone. Thank you. Join us again, and please subscribe, comment, share this. Please share it with everybody. Okay. And we'll see you for the next episode. Bye now.
There's no need to complicate things. Let's stick to the basics.